Hello everyone, welcome to BISP Solutions. So this will be our last session on Oracle Fusion Accounting Hub. We will be seeing how we will upload the transactional data in our today's session. How the transaction is processed, we will see all those aspects. So moving to our presentation. So the Fusion Accounting Hub or the Financial Accounting Hub provides an orderly, streamlined process to manage the financial data of the source systems. It houses the transformations from business events to accounting generation and then transfers balanced entries to the GL. FAH allows you to create a detailed, auditable, reconcilable accounting from a variety of source systems. FAH includes an accounting transformation engine with validations plus accounting and rules repositories. The transformation engine consistently enforces accounting policies. The repositories provides centralized control, detailed audit trails, and simultaneously accommodates diverse corporate management and the reporting requirement. So we will see our today's agenda and then we will proceed to our today's session. So today we will be covering various aspects of transaction processing. So the today's agenda will be based on the transaction processing. So till now we have seen the introduction part and we have seen the how we analyze the source system and then how we upload the source system through the template. And then once the template is uploaded, we configure the accounting rule. First, we see the all prerequisites. And then we move to the core configurations and we have seen all the core configurations required like the account rules, mapping sets, and your general line rules, your description rules, supporting references, the conditions, user defined formula based on which the general entry rule sets are configured. And then we assign this general entry rule set to our accounting method. And then we assign that to our ledger. So that was the whole process. After that, we have downloaded our template. Uh, so today we will prepare the downloaded transaction data, sorry, the downloaded transaction template, and we will populate the data in there. And then we will generate the zip file. After that, we will load the zip file into the UCM, and then we will be submitting the accounting process. Once our processes are submitted and all the processes are successfully completed, we will review the general entries in the subledger and the general ledger module. And we will see how we can drill down from GL to subledger. And then we will be just concluding the topic. So this is our today's agenda. So if we move to this slide, the next slide, transaction processing, this contains the steps to download the template, populating the data, and then uploading it to the Fusion application. So we will first download the transaction template. We'll extract the files. There will be three files as I have shown you, the metadata file, the header and the line file, the CSV files. We will populate the header and line transaction information in the CSV files. Once the data is populated, we will rezip these files again and then upload to the content management, the UCM. And then we will run the process, create accounting process. Okay. That is import accounting transaction. So we'll run that. The process from extracting the file to create accounting entries can be automated using the web service integration. But today we will see how manually we can upload the data. So now we will again download the template and then populate the data and upload the file in the UCM. So we will move to the application and download it first. So this is my application. I will go to the home page. I'm downloading it again so that whole process is in one go. So to ensure that the transaction data is uploaded correctly and without any error, we need to review it before uploading. And we should check the various elements while reviewing the transaction data. So when we will be populating the data, we will see all those things. I'll go to the setup and maintenance area. And here I'll select Fusion Accounting Hub, Accounting Transformation. So now we are using the AHC loan. So within the scope, you need to select AHC loan and then manage subledger application. When you will click on manage subledger application, there will be an option to download the template at the top right side. Click on that. A file will be downloaded. I'll click on show in folder. So this is my compressed zip file. I will right click and extract this. I will click on extract. Okay, so in downloads, this has been extracted. Now these are the three files: the metadata, AHC loan, XLA TRXH, and XLA TRXL. This means the XLA transaction header, XLA transaction line. These are the CSV file, comma separated value files. In metadata, you can see the various information. The most important one is this, the transaction, the date format. So this should be YYYYMMDD. If this format is not followed, your file will not be uploaded. So just keep the parameters in mind. No, don't say. Okay. Now, if I click on the header file, so these are the source information which we have entered um, in our source while configuring the source system. Okay. I can show you a sample data if it's visible. Just a second. Yeah, so these are the setup data which we have uploaded. Yeah, so based on these details, these are the source data. So these will be available here for us to enter. So if I yeah, this is the transaction information. So loan officer, location, loan type. This way the information will be there. The customer, customer category, and interest rate, term, payoff date, maturity date, original balance, origination date, account currency, account number, the bank. The transaction number was the default field, the transaction date and the ledger name. So transaction date, ledger name, and transaction number, these three fields are default. And this is one added, the transaction type, where you need to mention the event type, mapping to which event type it belongs. So this is what we had provided in our um, template where we were configuring the source system. So the same information now the system is asking us to provide the data. And then in the line information, we had these information. So in the downloads, okay, here we are here. Yeah, we are here. So this is the file. This was the line details. So in the line details, you can see the transaction number is coming to link it with the header information. Then default amount and default currency are the one which were um, by default to be provided. And then the line type, the conversion date, conversion type, conversion rate, line description, reference, and the intercompany indicator. These are the information. Okay, so based on this, that data or the template is designed. Now we will fill the details. So I will just close this, don't save. And yeah, this is the correct file. If I go to my desktop, let me come to this PPT. Okay. Yeah, so I have these details here. I will just populate it to my um, CSV file. So this is the folder. Let me just close the irrelevant things so that it is clear. Okay, so this is the folder which we have unzipped. Here we have the three files. We have to populate the header and the line information. And my data is maintained in this Excel. So I will just copy it from here. So these are the transaction type. This is my primary ledger and the other details which is required. So I will copy this, and in the header CSV file, I will just paste this. Based on your mapping sets and based on your rules that you have created, just populate the data based on those. So you can see the loan type has some code which will map our data to the correct account combination. Okay, so this we have entered. Okay, so I am entering the 15, 16, 17, and 18 as the transaction number. I will show them in the um, subledger application as well once when they will be created as a general entry. So yeah, this is done. I'll click on Control S to save this. And then I can close this one. Now the line information. So again to this, click on the line in file. So it's having the same details. I will see my 15 transaction is having two lines. Then 16 is having one, 17 is having two, and 18 is having one line. Copy. It is not mandatory to provide the uh, other details. If they are not there, you can just leave those column blank. So yeah, this is done. I'll click on Control S. Okay. Close this file as well. Now we have to create a zip file of all the three. So I will select the three. I will click on compress to zip file. Now this name, we need to remember that the name must start with the name that was there in the file that was originally downloaded. So the naming convention was XLA transaction upload template. So your name should begin as XLA transaction, where T is capital and X is capital. XLA transaction. Now you can have the name of your application, AHC loan, and the date on which we are entering. So 10 Feb 2023. So we can identify this as a unique file. Okay. So let's see that all the elements are proper, and then we will upload that. The zip file name must begin with XLA transaction. There's exactly one metadata file in the zip file. So there must be one zip file and header and line transaction file existing in the zip file. So this is proper, this is correct. Then the metadata file contains the valid application short name. Header transaction file, header file contains the source header row. All the sources or column names in the header row are valid. The source header row of the header transaction file contains transaction number, transaction type, and ledger name as discussed. So all headers have at least one line for non-reversal record. Line record is optional for reversal header record. Line transaction file contains the source header row. The source header row of the line transaction file contains the transaction number. Means in the line also you have one field called transaction number. All lines have at least one header. Okay, so when you will match your transaction number, so each line must have a header information also. So in the ledger setup, the ledger is set up in the subledger accounting. The ledger is allowed to process events. Do not use reporting or secondary ledgers with the valuation method disabled, and the ledger and the event type details are valid. And the data type, I have already told you, the date and the number columns are in correct format, and the date format must be YYYYMMDD. Now we will upload this in our application. So this will not be uploaded from here. We have to upload it in UCM. So go to the navigator, scroll little down. So I have to go and file, import and export. Let this page load, then we will select, yeah, file, import and export. Click on add icon here. Choose the file. So it was in the downloads. Here, this is XLA transaction AHC loan 10th Feb 23. So everything seems correct here. Then the account where we have to load is PIN Fusion Accounting Hub import. PIN/Fusion Accounting Hub/import. Click on save and close. Once your file is uploaded, it will be available here. The owner is the person who is from whose login we have logged in. And then we'll go to, so till here we have uploaded the file. Now let's move further. So this is the accounting process overview. So once we have uploaded the transaction data in UCM, we submit the process from the schedule process. The process name is import accounting transaction process, which will automatically run the create accounting process and the subledger general entries and import to GL process. Once all the processes are succeeded, the general entries are created and you can view them in the subledger accounting in the GL dashboard, and through OTBI we can run the reports. The GL journal entries and the GL balances are updated once the whole process gets completed. So before we proceed, let us submit that function, that process, so that it keeps on running in background, and then we can talk of other things. So going to the navigator, schedule processes. So when we are running this import accounting transaction process, we need not to run the create accounting process separately, as within this only it will run automatically. But if you have selected one of the parameters as draft and not final, I'll show you just a second. Okay, so I am taking the process as import accounting transactions. Click on search. Import transaction data from external applications into the Fusion subledger accounting. Click on OK. If you don't have that integration role in the FAS combo user, you have not assigned it to your user, this fields will not be available. So this was the importance of that role. I have said that I will tell you the significance of that. So this is the significance. Now data file is this one. This create accounting, if you click take as draft, you will have to run the create accounting process. But if you take as final, then this process will only run that automatically. So I will just keep this process ID. We can search the process ID from here. So you can see the process is running. So this is the import accounting process running. You can see this is completed. तुम्हारे आदमी लोग दिन भर परेशान करते हैं. So this is succeeded here. And if I remove this process ID from here and just click a blank search, you can see other processes are also running parallelly. This is the main process which is running, create accounting for data set, and others are the are running under this. So once this is succeeded, means our entries are correctly posted. So let this run, and I'll come back to my PPT. Yeah. So what FAH has done, it has replaced the legacy accounting systems, programs, and provided a rule-based accounting engine to generate accounting entries. FAH integrates the product system to Oracle General Ledger. Oracle standard FAH provides linkage from GL to subledger application journals. That is the standard drill down that works from GL to SLA. Users can drill down from GL to SLA journals, that is the standard drill down works from GL to SLA. Users the users can drill down from GL to SLA journal lines that provides additional subledger details like event, model details, supporting reference, identifiers, and descriptions. So this we will see when we will be creating the general entry from GL, we can move to SLA, and in SLA also we can see the various details which are relating to that general entry. These details are useful enough to reconcile the transactions and records between GL and the SLA. If you see in the figure illustrated, you will see the accounting process overview. The user submits the create accounting program, and these accounting events capture from transaction data and the subledger accounting event details. This whole process is run when we run the create accounting program or the import transaction. So then the accounting events are processed. Okay. And from the general entry rule sets that we have created and the transaction objects, their attributes and all, our subledger general entries are created. This is going like this. So this has come from here, and then loaded transaction objects, the transaction object data, select sources from transaction objects, apply accounting definitions, accounting configuration, and here the general entry rule set definitions also work. And then the subledger general entries are created. Then they are transferred from Oracle Fusion to GL. Sorry, they are transferred to Oracle Fusion GL. And then you can view these general entries and the balances, and the reporting part can be taken care of. So the create accounting process uses the uploaded transaction data and the accounting rules to create subledger general entries. For example, if your subledger general entry rule set specifies that the customer name should be appearing in your description of the subledger general entry line, then applying that rule, that name will be visible. So how the subledger journal entries are created and processed in the accounting hub? The source system transactions are uploaded into UCM, the Universal Content Management. The transactions are then imported into accounting hub using the import accounting transaction process. The create accounting process is automatically submitted. The subledger general entry rule set definitions sources from the transaction data are applied to create the subledger general entries. The subledger general entries are summarized and imported to Oracle General Ledger. This figure provides a high-level overview of the process to create the subledger journal entries. So accounting events are predefined for Oracle Fusion subledger applications. If you are using the subledger accounting for a non-Oracle source system, then define your accounting events from a business perspective. Determine what activities or transactions occur in your source system which may create a financial impact. The create accounting program uses the transaction objects data to create subledger general entries. So as I've told you, like if you want to have a customer name or the loan officer name to be appearing in your description rule, then that value will be taken from the relevant source data provided by the transaction objects. When the transactions are committed in subledger, accounting events are captured and stored in subledger accounting. The create accounting program identifies all accounting events eligible to be processed. So for each of these events, the transaction objects process provides the accounting create accounting program with transaction object data or the source information. And this is the whole contextual data of the transaction that are amounts, accounting dates, and etc. So when the create accounting program is run, the general entry rule set definition and account transaction the objects data are applied to the transaction object data to create the subledger general entries. And then these entries are subsequently summarized and transferred to your GL. Before moving to the other slide, let's see our process has been completed or not. So see, this was the one I have told you, the create accounting for data set. This is the process ID. Let me just copy this. This must have the status as succeeded. Now, if you don't get this status as succeeded, then go to, you have to just see that it will be showing you warning or error. So here you will get one of the um, what you say process ID where you can see create accounting execution report. That report you can download and verify if any errors are there. So that execution report will provide you with all the errors that are there. Okay, and then you can after verifying that, either you can re-enter the data. Yeah, you can re-enter the data and then you can submit it. Okay, so yeah, this all process have been succeeded. So now quickly we will be going to our general accounting dashboard. This is general accounting. You have to go to journals. In the journals, you have subledger application, subledger application tab in the task list. Just a second. Okay, so this is our task list. There is a area, this subledger accounting, sorry, subledger accounting. Here you have a task, review subledger journals. Click on that. This we are seeing in subledger first. Okay, then we will see in GL also. I will take today's date. So this is 10th Feb till 20. Okay, 28th Feb. Okay, the status taking as final as we have selected final mode. Okay, so these are the one we have created 15, 16, 15, 16, 17, 18. If I open the 15 one, so this is the detail of the 15 general entry. So there are 3 lines created. Okay, let me open the data for much clarity. This was the line details. And this is my 15th line. So there were 2 lines. One was for loan line type and one was for fee. Okay. So for loan, one line is created. And this is for fee. Okay. And then this is the cash clearing account. So based on our accounting rules, the general entry rules set these entries that this entry has been created. If you want to view the general entry, just click on view general entry. This is the description which is coming as per the description rule provided. Okay, so this is the whole details. You can view it from here. If you want to see the supporting reference, you can view them from here. So for this loan receivable, the supporting reference added are account number, customer category, loan officer, loan term, and the location. So your details are coming here and here. This is the account code combination created as per your account rule. Okay. So as the line type was loan, it is picking. This is from your mapping set, which we have created. Okay. If you go on view transaction, it will provide you the transaction data that you have entered. So you can see one we have entered with 1000 USD loan. So negative 1000 USD loan and 100. So 100 USD fee, 100 USD fee. So these two information was relating to your SAM 2015 transaction number. And the details above are the details that we have entered in our header line. Likewise, if I see the 16th one, so this is the 16th one. This is for interest accrual. So this is coming here down. So in the interest accrual loan the event type, we have specified these two general line rules, interest receivables and interest income. So interest receivable required to be debited, interest income required to be credited. If I click on view general entry, will take to me to the whole journal entry, and this is the whole entry description. We have provided okay, I'll show that thing. Okay, so no supporting reference are added for this. You can view the T account here, and for this AHC loan they have also, this is the T account, debit credit lines, and for this they have also enabled this accrual reversal, so that is also coming in. Okay, we can view that too. That will create a reversal entry. Okay, now if I show you the third entry, this is SAM 16. Okay, this has been done. This is 17. This is for payment. So you can see the payment accounts have been picked up from the general line rule based on our general entry rule sets. Okay. Same way we can go to, okay, so view general entries. Supporting reference are provided to interest income here. So it will provide you the details, the customer category and location. So all the details which are mapped with any of the account or assigned, the assignment that has been done to the supporting reference will be available. So if you scroll down, if you remember, we have created one of the description rule. I have shown you the description rule where if your term is this 30. So term is greater than 1, then system will take years, and if it would have been 1, then it would have taken year. So this way the use of user defined formula is done. Okay, then the last entry was SAM 18, loan receivable to cash clearing, loan receivable debit and cash clearing credit. If you want to see the general entry of this, you can click on view. See the conversion rate details applied here, as we have entered the conversion rate only to this line. Okay, so this has been applied, the corporate rate has been applied, and your euro is transferred to USD. So euro currency was entered and this has converted to USD. So this is how the conversion has been done. Same way, these are the supporting references. If you go to the view transaction, you can see all the details entered. I will click on done and I will move to my GL portion. So this is our general dashboard. Now manage journals. Here we are seeing it through GL and not the subledger application. So if I know other details, I can put in that, and if I know the general source, which is AHC loan. Yeah, it has come up. Okay. Mm. And you need to provide one, okay, accounting period I have provided. When there are two asterisk mark, it means any of these field is required. So accounting period is coming. So if you see the one, two have been posted. One I have tried and one is one which we have entered. So let me open it and then we will understand which one is ours. Okay. So we had 15, 16, 17, 18, the transaction number. Yeah, one is for euro and the others one are for USD. You can see. Okay, so see, this is 1000, 3. Yeah, this is the one with the this is the one that we need to check. Okay, so this is in the GL we can see, and this is the general. If you click on the amount, it will give you the transaction information. So yeah, this 39460 is the account number. If you click on view transaction, these are the information that has been entered. So this is SAM 2015. This is a transaction. So this way we can drill down from GL to subledger, subledger accounting. If you click on view general entry, it will show you the whole details that that are used. Yeah, this is the thing. Okay. Ledger attributes. There are various other fields too. The transaction details. So you can see the account number is this, the original balance is 1000, the date is this. If you go to ledger attributes, it will provide you that this has been transferred and on which date it is transferred. And the supporting references, the line description is here, the line description that we have entered. So if you will see, just a second, I will scroll it little here. See the line description was different and the cash line description was different. So this is the cash line description and this is the line description, and you can see the line type is also mentioned. The line type is loan and the line type here is fee. So this was created by using a user defined formula where we were concatenating two of the strings. So loan line type and fee, line type is the literal and fee is the value. Okay, means the value that is coming from this line type, fee, this value. Okay, so this is all about the general entries that we have created. Okay, so this is how manually we can upload the transactions. Now coming back to PPT, if I see this overview of manage subledger accounting, in the manage subledger accounting activity, you can generate general entries for source system transactions, create adjustment entries, and review the accounting results. You can create accounting for a batch of transactions by submitting an offline process. You can create manual adjustment entries and review journals, general entries, and projected balances on view and report. Okay, so this means that in this area, so this is the general that has been created, the GL batch. I'll just click on cancel here. Done. In the task, you can see this is create account and create subledger journals. From here also we can manually create our transactions and post them. Okay, we can review generated journal entries and projected balances and on view and reports. Okay, so this is the thing. And you can also create, so some tips and considerations are that you can also create manual subledger journal entries using the create subledger journal page and group them into one GL batch by posting them using the post subledger journal entry process. When you select the option manual journals created by me in the journal entry to transfer parameters, all manual adjustment entry entered through UI or spreadsheet are grouped into one GL batch. Let's see. Okay, what I'm saying is in the navigator, if you go to schedule processes, click on schedule process. Once you have entered the journal entries manually and you want to post them in one GL batch, you need to go to search, write down here post subledger journal entries. Okay, so this is the task. Click on OK. This initiates posting of subledger journal entries to Oracle Fusion GL, splits processing for load balancing. Okay, now in the parameters which will come, okay, you need to select your subledger application where you have created your journal entries. Then you have to select the ledger, the relevant ledger, and if you want to post it in GL, you need to select yes, and then you need to uh, click on submit. Okay, okay, so this is how you can do that. And once you have run this, you will be seeing that the GL in the general entries are posting it in your GL. And to group all the non-transferred accounting hub transactions into one GL batch, you can account the transactions in final status and then submit the post subledger general entry as program with general entries to transfer set to all except manual general. This option will not transfer manual subledger journal entries to GL. It will not select eligible journals by the preparer. If a general batch is not specified in the spreadsheet or you are using an old template, a system generated batch name will be assigned to the GL general batch. Okay. The maximum length for a general batch should be 50 character or less. If even if you are not assigning anything, your GL batch name will be automatically assigned. So this was about the manage subledger accounting page. Now we are seeing the last slide for this session, and we will conclude with this overview and the reporting tools. So there are two figures where you can see the overview, and this is the reporting tools which are available in the FAH. So now we will, if we take an overview of the activities involved in general ledger accounting cycle, we have to open the period first, and then enter our journals, post them, look at allocation journals, review the balances and perform the reconciliation. So we create, import and reverse journals, post journals, and then we review and perform reconciliation. If we have got any foreign transactions, foreign currency transactions or balances, we have to run revaluation or translation. So after that, we are in status of the consolidation. So we will run revaluation and translation, and then when we perform consolidation. Remember, you would only need consolidation if you have a whole hierarchy of companies. So you want to consolidate, say, account balances into a single corporate ledger. So once the consolidation is done, we again perform the reconciliation and review the balances. Once everything is expected, we run the required financial reports, and then we close the period looking into all the exception reports and taking actions on them. So this is the whole description of the first figure, an overview of how we flow in the general ledger. And the second figure talks about the reporting tools that can be used in the FAH. This diagram depicts the various reporting tools that are available for financial reporting. The Financial Reporting Center is intended to be the primary user interface for GL reporting. Financial reporting web studio reports, account groups, etc. This is your single source of truth to actually access and run all of your reports from one console. If I just go to the application in the navigator, this is reports and analytics. We can go from here to OTBI. Okay. This is the diagnostic dashboard, which can also help you to diagnose the errors, audit reports, and in others, you can find this Financial Reporting Center. The Financial Reporting Center offers state-of-art reporting and analytic capabilities. Reports when the Oracle General Ledger balance cubes for consistent, timely, and accurate information for all users. See, these are the reports available. This gives us the better understanding of the data to analyze things. Perform multidimensional analysis in period with drill down to general details into both Oracle and non-Oracle subledger transactions. Retrieve results when the report objects and definitions stored in the EPM system under the BI catalog. The Financial Reporting Center includes access to the following types of reports. So coming back to here. So Financial Reporting Center provides you Financial Reporting Studio, Financial Reporting Web Studios report. These reports are built off the Oracle Hyperion Financial Reporting Web Studio by using the data in the in the Oracle General Ledger balance cubes. For example, the company's um income statement, balance sheets. These reports are mainly run by users in General Ledger. Then comes the account groups and Sunburst. These are used to monitor key accounts in General Ledger. When a user creates an account group, it becomes visible in the Financial Reporting Center with the Sunburst visualization tool. The Sunburst visualization tool enables you to interact with your account balances across various business dimensions, in order to view balances from different perspectives. Then comes the support view reports, the smart view reports. Smart view is a multi-dimensional pivot analysis tool that's combined with full Microsoft Office functionality as in add-ins. It enables you to interact with and analyze your balances and define reports by using a familiar spreadsheet environment. These queries are mainly for users in GL. One user can upload a query by using Workspace, and then from the Financial Reporting Center, other user can download the query to the local drive for use. In terms of OTBI analysis or the Oracle Transaction BI analysis, these analyses and the reports are built off transactional tables by using the subject area. These reports can be run by Accounting Hub users, GL users, and intercompany users. And there comes the Accounting Transaction BI dashboard. This dashboard put all the information, functions, and actions a user need to do their job in one place. They are built of Oracle Transaction BI objects such as analysis and reports. So means if you come here, the OTBI, uh, I have shown in the navigator. From tools, you can go to reports and analytics. And if you click on browse catalog, it will take you to this OTBI analysis platform where you can create your own reports and do the analysis as per the data required by you. Okay. So these reports can be run by the Accounting Hub users, general users, general ledger users, and the intercompany users. Dashboard put all the information, functions, and actions as a business user will require, and they can then build off their own OTBI analysis reports. Finally, you have Oracle BI Publisher reports. Most of these reports are predefined and must first be submitted and resubmitted to see the latest data by the Oracle Enterprise Scheduling System or the ESS for short. And you navigate to that through the schedule process navigation as I have shown you. These reports can be run by financial users. Please note in the graphic that the icon in the slide, they indicate within the financial reporting center which type of 6 reports that you are accessing. So these are the icons. Okay. Now, in addition to financial reporting center, these reports are often displayed in other forms and other areas in the cloud UI. And the following table summarizes where you will see those options. So in the general accounting dashboard, this provides access to account groups and uses the account monitor to efficiently monitor and track key account balances in real time. In terms of account inspector, you can perform ad hoc queries from account groups and financial reports through drill down to underline journals and subledger transactions. And the accounting inspector is the one that gives you the smart part as the smart view. You can dice and slice account balances within the UI rather than being in the Microsoft spreadsheet. Reports and analytics. The other reporting tools has a panel that reflects the folder structure of a BI catalog. A user can access and run any OTBI analysis report or dashboard. Users cannot run financial reports or BI publisher reports from this interface. This interface can be used by all financial users. The BI catalog, this is a component of EPM workspace where you can run all report types. You cannot run BI publisher report from here. The EPM workspace can help you create reports, books, snapshot books, financial reporting batches, and batch schedule and schedule batches to automatically run and burst to email. ESS or the Enterprise Scheduling System, only BI publishing reports can be submitted from this interface. Users access this interface by navigating to tools and then schedule processes. So within schedule processes also you can have various reports. So if you go to navigator, tools, schedule processes, then from schedule processes you can run the BI publishing reports. Most financial users have access to this interface and they run standard reports for GL, payables, subledger accounting, receivables, and so on. So in the subledger, in the schedule new process, you already know that from here you can run various report, uh, like pay for payables, you can run various reports. If I just click on percentage pay bills, sorry. So these all reports you can see from here: import payable invoice report, and then reconciliation and uh, sorry, the revaluation report, exception reports, period close exception report, this payable tax reconciliation with general ledger report, payables trial balance reports. So this way from here also you can have access to various reports. So this is a basic idea of how the reports can be used to um, have a view of your subledger application and the reporting that can be required. So, so we have completed the session, and this was all from my side on FAH, a basic idea. Thank you all for watching and joining. Thank you.